Hey everyone, I finally have my 50 facts about me tag ready. It took me a long time to find all those 50 facts. It's really hard to come up with them, but I'm finally ready, so let's get on with the facts. My first and second name are Rosalinde Else Marijn. So in English my first name is Rosalind. I am Dutch. I live near Amsterdam. I'm 22 years old and my birthday is July the 10th. I have one younger sister and I think we're pretty close. I still live with my parents, but this has to change within a year, because they're moving to Austria. My boyfriend is called Jerome, and we've been together for 4.5 years. Last summer I graduated from the art academy. I studied fine arts, so I have my bachelor in fine arts right now. But I'm obsessed with history, so I'm thinking about continuing studying in the next year or something like that. During my fine arts education, I was mainly focused on these subjects like film, photography, installations, history and archaeology. My favorite era is definitely the Renaissance, but the antiquity or the ancient times is definitely a good second. It's really hard for me to talk with a normal speed. My entire life people have been telling me to slow down, and it's also really hard for me just to speak normally. I struggle with my words a lot, but that's because of the speed. I always say I don't talk too fast, you listen too slow. I romanticize things a lot. I'm definitely a cat person. When I was around the age 14 to 16, I was really serious about speed skating. I want to be a professional with it. I'm glad I didn't make it, because it would have meant that I couldn't do art school or something like that, so I'm really glad that I did not continue that sport on that level. I still love sports though. I still do speed skating, but not as much as I used to. I do a little bit of yoga now and then. My favorite cuisine is Italian, but I really love the homemade, taking hours to make Italian food. So not just the pastas and stuff, but I really love to make sauces and let them stay on the fire for hours and hours. I used to read a lot, but lately I just can't seem to find the rest to just sit down and read, but I'm really a bookworm. My favorite genre is historical thrillers and also historical romantic stories. But my favorite book is something else. It's from Rosemary Rogers, and it's called, in Dutch, Het hart is ontembaar, so the heart is untamable. And it's a really sentimental book for me because my grandmother read it, my mother read it, I read it, and now my sister still has to read it. So we all love that story, and it's more like a generation thing. I love to cook and bake. I don't drink any alcohol. I'm not strongly against it, but just the feeling of not knowing what you're doing anymore just scares me a bit, so I just don't drink it, and also I don't like it. I'm a control freak. I love to stay home, just watch some movies. I'm not a party animal whatsoever. I love winter, but only when it freezes and snows, not when it rains. And I just love the dark, early nights, and I just think it's really cozy. So when it gets above 25 degrees Celsius, I'm just melting. I can't stand that temperature. I definitely have a shoes and outerwear obsession. I love to travel by train. It just gives a moment of nothingness, just sitting down in a train. In the summer of 2013 I traveled together with my sister through Europe by train. We went from Amsterdam to Paris, then we went to Avignon, to Santamiglia in Italy, then I went to Florence, Pisa, Elba, Rome, and we also went to Pompeii for a day, and then Venice, Vienna, and then we went all the way back to home. And I'm really proud that we did this. We camped also in every city. We didn't sleep in any hostels, so it was a really hardcore traveling. I don't wear silver and gold together. Neither do I wear black and brown leather together. I like everything symmetrical. I'm really obsessive about that. I get a red face really quickly. When I get talked to or have to talk in public, I just get a red face instantly. I love to write things down in my diary, just to plan everything out. Just again, obsessive orders. I just need to plan everything. In contrast with the obsession with order, I'm just really bad at being somewhere on time. I'm always losing my keys. I can speak Dutch, English, German and a little bit of French. I'm really bad at saying no. Even when I try not to, I always end up in bed really late. I hated to be home alone. My mind is just too creative. I make a person out of every shadow and sound. I'm really bad at doing my hair. I just never seem to get it right. I almost eat everything except for clams. I just think they look scary. Speaking of scary things, I also am really afraid of spiders. It's a big cliche, but no. One of my biggest pet peeves is when the escalator doesn't work. It's not that I'm too lazy to walk the stairs, but you make that choice to not walk the stairs and you get to the escalator and it just doesn't work. I just hate it. I can't sleep well and my room is a mess. You also will be seeing my new... I'm always cleaning my room when I'm sad. I definitely have a sweet tooth. But popcorn is the exception. I like my popcorn salt. I love to go to museums alone. I'm not British, but oh my tea. I need it every day. So I feel like I've gone through those facts really quickly. I'm just seeing if I didn't forget to say anything, but yeah, I'm done. So I hope you learned a little bit more about me and I had much fun making this tag, but I think it will be something that I will be thinking about the rest of the week, like, oh, that was a good fact, why didn't I say that? But we will get through that eventually. We will get everything, you will know everything about me eventually. Yeah, if you have any questions you can just leave them down below, and if you like this video please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I see you guys next time, bye! Hello everyone, long time no see. I feel like it's been ages that I sat in front of this camera and just talked. Not that I made a lot of videos, but you know what I mean. The reason why I'm here today is because I have a little surprise.